Australia's richest greyhound race, the $100,000 Australian Cup, will be run at Olympic Park tonight. And Final Stride gained a start in the race late today when two appeals from the owners of Arahini were dismissed. Arahini returned a positive caffeine swab last week and was disqualified from the race today. Peter Ryan caught up with one of the favourites, Modern Gossip, this afternoon.
Victorian racer Modern Gossip is joint favourite for tonight's Cup after equalling the course record in last week's semi-final in 29.59 seconds. Today, with the $50,000 winner's purse in sight, he was having a relaxed workout with trainer Graham Bate, who's confident of a win.
The dog's drawn exceptionally well, and I'm very happy with the way he's come up during the series. He went into it a little bit underdone, but he's came up exceptionally well, especially last week, and tonight he seems to be exceptionally fit in himself, so I'm very happy with his condition.
But it won't be easy for Modern Gossip. Calamity Kid has proved to be in top form and the one to beat.
Yeah, well, I have to see him as the main threat because he's came up exceptionally well during the series, and he's naturally, I think he's won about 12 out of his last 13 starts, so he's got to be a big threat. And
but while Modern Gossip and Calamity Kid dominate tonight's race, Golden Blessing is tipped to be the best outsider.
Is going to win easily. Golden Blessing has won 5 lengths to 2.
All betting on the Australian Cup, the nation's richest greyhound race, was stopped for 5 hours today as lawyers ran a legal race around the courts. The battle followed the disqualification of one of the 8 qualifiers on a drug charge and threatened to delay tonight's running of the race for some days.
The New South Wales champion Arahini got a run in the $50,000 Australian Cup when it ran second in the first semi-final. A routine swab after the race showed traces of caffeine, and the subsequent steward's inquiry found against the trainer, and the dog was disqualified. The trainer, Rita Molino, then appealed to the Greyhound Racing Control Board, headed by Bill Collins. After a hearing lasting 4 hours, the board upheld the original steward's decision, which found Mrs Molino had failed to take sufficient care and responsibility. Third place getter in the semi-final Final Stride was upgraded and qualified for the Australian Cup. But Mrs Molino took the matter straight away to the Racing Appeals Tribunal and County Court Judge McNabb. Connections of Final Stride were watching the proceedings all the way, ready if necessary to take their own legal action, which could have delayed the race for some days until the Supreme Court heard the matter. But Judge McNabb ruled that he did not have the jurisdiction to allow Arahini to run tonight. But he said Mrs Molino could appeal at a later date to try to clear her name. That puts Final Stride into the final of the Australian Cup. Not a bad comeback for a dog which only 2 months ago broke its wrist. Richard Snare, Eyewitness News.
Greyhound owner and trainer Ray Rounds had his biggest pay night last night when his dog Golden Blessing won the Australian Cup at Olympic Park. After legal action had threatened the race yesterday, Golden Blessing went out and blitzed the field in Australia's richest race and equalled the track record in the process.
With all the pre-race drama finally decided, the Greyhounds paraded at 9:30 last night, and the big crowd sorted out the red Modern Gossip and the Czech Calamity Kid as the ones to beat. And then it was time to race for the $50,000 winner's check.
Golden Blessing and Modern Gossip high in space, showing pace. Tim Hardy, Calamity Kid is third last on the first turn. They spear into the back, and Golden Blessing went to the lead a length. High in space races to second, Modern Gossip third. They were followed then by Calamity Kid running on. Tim Hardy, Faust Legend, and then further back Blackwood Earl and Final Stride last of all, but it's Golden Blessing off the back. Sprinted 3 lengths clear, high in space second, followed by Modern Gossip. It's Golden Blessing in front, careering away, and it's Golden Blessing's Mumba Australian Cup.
Minutes after Golden Blessing's brilliant win, I spoke with trainer Ray Rounds, who is an obviously delighted man.
But I absolutely feel fantastic. I mean, thanks to this boy here, it's fantastic. I can't believe it.
Golden Blessing's winning margin was 4 1/4 lengths, but perhaps one of the most significant parts of the win was that its time was 29.59, an equal track record at Olympic Park.
And Jennifer, that